This is how you choose the right pot material for your sun-exposed porch in 2 steps. And the #1 mistake that cooks your plant roots is at the end. Now, I have killed more than a few plants in my time, and most of those losses happened not because I forgot to water them or because I chose the wrong soil. They happened because I never thought about the pot itself. The container sitting out there on your porch in full sun is doing something to your plant every single day, and if you choose the wrong one, your roots are quietly cooking while everything above the soil looks just fine. So let me walk you through this simply and clearly. Step 1 is to think about color and material together. When the sun beats down on a dark-colored pot, that pot absorbs all of that heat and transfers it straight into the soil. A black plastic container sitting in afternoon sun can get so hot inside that the roots nearest the walls simply cannot survive it. What you want instead is a light-colored pot. White, cream, pale gray, even a soft terracotta buff. Light colors reflect solar radiation rather than soaking it in, and that one change alone can lower your soil temperature by as much as 5 degrees Celsius compared to a dark plastic pot. That might not sound like much, but to the tiny root hairs doing the work of feeding your plant, 5 degrees is the difference between thriving and struggling. Resin and light-colored plastic containers are a wonderful practical choice here. They are lightweight, they come in every size imaginable, and the good ones hold their color for many seasons. If you love the look of a darker pot, you can always slip it inside a light-colored outer pot or simply wrap the outside with a pale hessian or cloth cover during the hottest months. There is always a gentle workaround. Step 2 is to consider how the pot breathes. Terracotta, that classic unglazed clay, is genuinely one of the best friends a root system has ever had. The walls are porous, which means moisture can slowly move through them and evaporate from the outside surface. That evaporation creates a natural cooling effect, keeping the interior of the pot noticeably cooler than a sealed plastic or glazed ceramic container would. The trade-off is that terracotta dries out faster, so you will need to water a little more often in high summer. But the cooling benefit is real, and if you are growing herbs, tomatoes, peppers, or anything else that suffers in heat, terracotta earns its place on the porch. Also think about size. A pot that holds at least 15 inches across the top carries enough soil volume to buffer against rapid temperature swings. A small pot heats up quickly and cools down quickly. A larger pot is more stable, more forgiving, and gives roots room to move away from hot walls and find cooler, moister soil deeper in the center. When in doubt, go bigger than you think you need. Now, the #1 mistake, and this is the one I see everywhere, even from experienced gardeners. People choose a perfectly good light-colored pot, they choose the right material, and then they set that pot directly down onto the concrete or brick of the porch floor. Here is the problem. Concrete and brick absorb enormous amounts of heat during the day, and in the late afternoon and evening, they radiate that stored heat upward. Your pot is sitting right on top of that heat source, and it is coming in through the base, cooking the roots from the bottom up, while the rest of the pot feels fine to the touch. The fix is so simple it almost feels too easy. Lift the pot up, get a set of small pot riser feet, or simply rest the pot on a couple of spare bricks, a piece of scrap wood, or a purpose-made pot stand. Even a gap of an inch or 2 beneath the container is enough to allow air to circulate under there, break the conductive contact with the hot surface, and let the base of the pot stay at a reasonable temperature. That one small change protects the root zone in a way that no fancy soil amendment or expensive fertilizer ever could. Once you have made these adjustments, give your plants about 10 days to settle in. You should start to notice more consistent growth, less wilting in the afternoon, and roots that are actually happy to spread out and get to work. If you want to know that the food growing on your porch is as healthy as it can possibly be, this channel covers practical container gardening guidance rooted in how plants actually grow every single week. Keep your roots cool, give them room to breathe, and they will take care of everything else for you.